Hey everybody, it's me, Calvin Benson. And it's been 84 years, but we finally have an update to the Gumball movie. I know this video is a bit late to the party, but we have some news on the Gumball movie, and it's been a long time coming. The Gumball movie was technically announced back in 2019, and since then we've barely gotten any updates. In 2021, the movie was officially announced to be in production, along with them announcing that Hanna-Barbera would be developing a sequel series that will tie in with the movie releasing after it. That was great news. It meant more Gumball content, but that also meant that it would be an even longer wait until we got any real news. And since then, it's been a complete news drought for both projects, but especially the Gumball movie. The series had at least some updates, but nothing for the movie, and this led many to think that the movie was cancelled and the series was the replacement. But nobody knew for sure. But it seems that, finally, after all this time, there is some real, concrete news. And this news comes from the recent ANSI Festival. For those who don't know, ANSI is basically a private convention centered on the world of animation and news surrounding upcoming projects. Pretty much every animation franchise shows up there, and that includes Gumball. They held a Gumball Q&A panel hosted by Ben Bokeh, where people could ask him about anything Gumball related, and one person, Midao Mir, asked Ben about the Gumball movie. And Ben said that the movie was not only not cancelled and still happening, but he is currently working on it. That's huge, because now we know, for sure, that the Gumball movie is still headed our way. He also said that the movie is very complex and has changed a lot, which explains why it's taken so long. On the topic of the series though, we got a ton of info. After the Q&A panel, they held a regular panel, where they shared news about the Gumball series. One thing they shared was that the first episode of this revival series would be titled The Burger, which will be about Joyful Burger, a restaurant from the OG show, and how the town of Elmore is becoming really fat because of the restaurant, and Gumball must put a stop to it. They talked about this episode a lot in the panel, even handing out treats to audience members in little boxes that looked like foods from Joyful Burger. They also shared how the series will touch on the void and explore it, and that sounds similar to the plot of the movie. That led some people to think this meant the series would replace the movie, but I think it's just because the series is meant to start off where the movie left off, and they both just have a similar story. And for the last bit of news, they announced a release window for the series, being 2025 or 2026. So finally, we have a general idea of when it's coming out. But keep in mind, that's a release window for the series, not the movie. It seems the series is the main project being worked on, while the movie is on the side. So I think that even though the movie was supposed to set up the series might come out first. Or maybe the movie could just come out next year in late 2025, and the series could come out early 2026. Probably not though. But who knows, I'm just speculating. It's still great to finally have some real news, and especially to have a release window for one of the projects. And even if the movie is cancelled, we'll still have a whole other show. That's even more Gumball content to watch. But with a release date of 2025 or 6, I guess we'll just have to wait to watch it for a bit longer. But at least we haven't had to wait as long for the Adventure Time movie, like they announced it in 2015, and only now is it getting updates. How is it still not out? It's been almost 10 years!